Hello, y'all. I came from. I know you can hear my voice. I came from an event last night, and it was lit. It's gonna be on my vlog channel. You know, I'ma always plug my vlog, cause that's my first baby. My first baby. This is my second, maybe third baby. I tried to make TikTok my baby. Nah. TikTok, I'm not even gonna say my little misconceptions about whatever. But yeah, it's Sunday, and honestly, this was supposed to be like an extra video for like this week, since on Wednesday I made my video so freaking short. But today I might make my video extra long, extra long. Extra long. Yeah, because I'm wanting to be nosy. I'm all up in your business today. But you know, we're all the collective, so it's a reflection of me. So we're getting to where everybody is getting their feet to the fire, okay? Plug in. Let me lock in. Let me clock into the locked in factory. Clock into the locked in factory. Period. But yeah, it's just like that time. It's about that time that you just, I don't know. We've been somewhat frivolous lately. Not really frivolous. I don't always like. Nothing is a coincidence. Y'all remember them videos where it was, this is not a coincidence. You are a light being. Yeah, but today's topic for today. The topic for today is, what are your toxic traits? And within the pile, I want to ask, like, what are your toxic traits and how do they affect your relationships? Whatever kind of relationships. And then in the back end, I don't know, I just wanted to do like I feel like I could do it as like a full topic though. That's why, because it feels like it should have 3 piles, like, but I might do like a quick 3 piles, but it's something, I don't know, I just want to sink my teeth into it. But for the back end, I want to ask basically like, what, checking the pulse of your relationship. Like, if you're, I don't know, I'll see how I feel, like if it's like I should do a collective, or if I should like try to split off. Because as you can see, I just like 3 piles. It just like, you can see the difference in the energy, and I just like that. And 3 is like one of my favorite numbers. I was born on the 3rd day, hallelujah. And he rose on the 3rd day. That's why I have true victory every day. Surely I've been through the storm and rain. I know everything about heartache and pain. But God carried me through it all. Without his protection, I'd surely fall. I've been broke without a dime to my name, but all my bills got paid when I called on Jesus' name. You can't tell me that God isn't real, 'cause I got the victory, and that's why I'm still here. I got the victory. I got the sweet victory in Jesus. Yes, I do. He is a mighty conqueror. In him I will trust. All my battles he'll fight. I got the victory. I got the sweet, sweet victory of Jesus. For me he died and he rose on the third day. That's why I have true victory every day. I got the victory, yeah. I got the victory, yeah. Oh. Yo, this is exactly why I stopped smoking. And then I started again. And then I stopped again. Because it really does affect my voice. It affects my voice every single time. And honestly, it's like when I hadn't smoked in a long time, and then I did. And then like, it was honestly hard to start smoking again. But it was like something itching inside me that's like, I need a blunt right now. I need a blunt. I need a blunt right now. I need a blunt. But it's like when I smoked, it's sort of like, it don't hit like I used to. It don't hit. I mean, you get high. But I don't know. It's sort of like when you realize that how much of it that you're trying to numb, and then you try to take care of your what you're trying to numb in more proactive ways and more productive ways. It'd be like, damn, am I healing right now? I don't know. Am I healing? I'm healing. Oh my god. Brought to you by my mango pineapple flavor. For Bree and K. Period. And don't forget it ever. Should we get started? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? I always say, shall we dance? Let's start with this. I always start with my goddess card. It just gives, like, it just gives. It just gives. I don't know who these people is. Gotta lock that motherfucking door. Okay. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open again. 'Cause I'm hoping that you feel the way I feel, and you want me like I want you to know, baby. Tell me that you're coming. All right, pile one. Pile one. She looks a little dark. But it would be so weird because it's like you do this and then it'd be like that, and then you do this and it'd be like that. See? Deep breath. All right. I'm having so much fun with that. But yeah, let's get into it, pile one. I know I just said that earlier, but you know, something just steps into the building and I was like, what the fuck is that? So pile one, let's see what your toxic trait is. Let's get it. I've been broke without a dime to my name, but all my bills got paid when I called on Jesus' name. And guess what? She took her iron and vitamins, so she ain't gotta worry about it today. Yeah. I got the victory. Yeah. I got the victory. Yeah. But yeah, I'm back to not smoking because it make my hair smell. I only smoke in my car. It made my car smell. My throat hurt. Like, then, oh my God, the munchies. That's another main reason why I need to stop, because it's like, I already like food. I don't need you helping, okay? I don't need no help liking food. I like doing that goofy ass laugh. It only comes naturally when I'm being stupid, but I can't replicate it. I have to be being stupid. What is my power? Sorry if you feel like I'm wasting your time. I'm just here existing. What is my power one's toxic trait or traits? What is my power one's toxic trait? Interesting. What is my power one toxic trait? Toxic trait. Toxic trains. Okay. Let's just let's too many. One at a time, please. One at a time. Thanks. Let's see this. Let's conceptualize this. This one. Pikachu, I choose you. Maybe I got cold. See, I tried to go with some extra light. Might have to take this jacket off too, because it's like, didn't want y'all to see me in my bonnet, okay? I'm just a girl. Because if I wear my hoodie without my bonnet too much, my hair is gonna get dry. Who wants that? Not me. Sorry, y'all. It's like I'm in it, but I'm not. I'm talking about in it. And if he spend it back, and if he then I cash, I'm talking about in it. Y'all, I had a blast last night, honestly. But I don't like going out unless I'm getting paid. Like no. You telling me I'm going out and I'm losing money? No. I'm going out and I'm gaining money. Gaining, baby. Like, stop it. Stop it. If it ain't money, then wrong number. Hey. Not the popo. You know, I was like sitting, minding my business, and then the police gonna go down the street, turn around, and they come behind me. You know what kind of bullshit you like? But and then land in a circle, and then went jump like a hurdle, and then land in a circle. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna gut you like a fish, baby. I'm gonna do it with love, though. Why is this shit so goddamn smoky? I thought that was another puzzle. I'm like, damn, they deep today. But look. Look here, I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna learn you something real quick. I'm gonna learn you something. So for my pile 1, what are your toxic traits? Is I'll say it like this: you do not vet people. Vet. And yeah. So what I'm seeing is maybe you're stuck in a cycle of like very surface level, very superficial relationships. It's looking like romantic ways because of this friends with benefits card. This NWB, friends with benefits. But yeah, it's just like, damn it, everything is falling apart. And it's like, I knew that this was gonna be sliding all around because of how, like, I'm parked on a hill. So I was like, man, my car's gonna slide. But I still did it, okay? And that's the gag. The gag is, I think maybe, yeah, you're suspicious. You are suspicious of the people, yet you allow them in your spaces, that you allow them to present you gifts, you allow them to swindle you into whatever they're trying to get up out of you. And then, like, they're giving you false pretenses, and maybe they, like, you're attracted to people who just got the gift of gab, who just, like, who can talk you out of your panties or something. But they pretty much don't have good intentions from the start, and I think you recognize that, yet you press forward, and that leads to a certain amount of disappointment. It leads to it leads to crash outs, apparently. I'm trying not to crash out. My jacket, my seat in the way. But yeah, I'm trying to make space for this because my cards cannot be here, or else they book. Everything's falling apart. Like, what the fuck? Why now? My bed to my jewels. They are gems. To my fucking rocks, they fucking broke, and now they flew everywhere. My cars are fucking sliding everywhere. Calm down. But yeah, but if I had just parked somewhere else or something, I don't know. I'm trying to incorporate my mistakes into this conversation, but it's like, if you listen to your gut Listen to your gut when it's telling you something like, I don't know about this. I do not know about this. And that is enough. That is enough. You are enough. But that is enough to take a step back, because just hoping is not going to change the situation. Just hoping and praying that it'll be different is not going to change the situation. If anything, you're holding out until everything like shit hits the fan, and then you're mad at yourself because you're the only person who had you're not like the only person who had power in the dynamic, of course. They could have chose to not do it, but you can also choose to protect yourself from these people. Let's put it like this, like that, and then now we're back, because they are giving you false offerings. They have schemes going on in the background. That was 111 schemes. They're scheming something in the background. Their offer is not genuine. Their offer is not credible. But yet you still hold it. You still gaze upon it. You treasure it a little bit too much. Yeah, it's like a necklace. Ooh, it's like if you read The Matriarch, or I'm going to become the matriarch of this lifetime. So I'll just give you the rundown of this man. He's married. He is married to a very serious, very business savvy woman, and he feels inferior to her somehow. So he takes one of his wife's necklaces, like her dying mother gave her this necklace, and he took the necklace and gave it to his mistress, and the mistress was walking around wearing this priceless necklace, and he gave her this story like oh yeah, it's an heirloom from my family and we passed it down blah 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 blah. And then she was the one who got caught with the necklace, because of course if she, like, it's a very priceless necklace to the wife, she's gonna make a scene. Well, she's gonna notice like, hey, my necklace is gone. And so the mistress wearing it around town like, my man gave it to me, my man. And then she get turned into the fucking popos, because not really like the popos, but like the head of the family who was from the wife, because they are like one of the most prestigious in the kingdom. They're second to the royal family, and the royal family treats them as equals. So if she say jump, everybody asks how high. Okay, so old girl thinking that she doing some and my man, and he got her in the hottest water possible. Okay, so you just have to be more aware of the company that you keep, and that is your toxic trait, because you're not strict enough with your boundaries. You let people come in, they run amok, fuck your shit up, and then they leave, and then you're left with the aftermath. You're left with the mess to clean up, and you're thinking about all the bullshit that didn't happen while you're cleaning up. You're like, oh, I knew this, oh, I felt that, oh, I did peep that, but you didn't take action when it's necessary. You need to move when it's necessary. Because if you move after, you're gonna be late, and you still going like you're not gonna leave unscathed. But if you leave when you peep, when you leave, peep then leave, peep it, then leave it. Okay? Because when you do have the energy to change things that are in your power. Don't try to change people. Don't try to hope that people change for you. I believe. Do you do that for other people? Do you change for other people? And if you do that, you do not need to put yourself in a box for other people to love you, okay? You are completely and utterly lovable. You're smart. You're capable. You are valuable. And you don't need that one person or whatever person. You don't need to put them on a pedestal. You don't need to gaze upon their offerings like they're a gift from God. And I'm not saying like love ain't real, like, but it's sort of like they shit and you cheer. Like they shit and you cheer. Like what the fuck? Like that's a pile of shit, bro. That's some shit. You're like, oh my god, this is godly shit. Like babe. And so let's see how it's affecting you. It's hot, y'all. It's hot. It got hot real quick. And hold on, I gotta tie this shit better. Woo! I wish I had the energy to do my hair twice, but I have to work again today, and I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it twice. It's only till 4 o'clock, and it's like 10 or something. You can back up a little bit. The fuck? Anyway, I wanted to get this done, so yeah. And this shit is fucking long. Sorry. I'm not apologizing no more. I'm not apologizing. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Okay. Mwah. Mwah. Cause Lord knows. No! Fuck. My shit almost. Okay, I just put you down here. I'll put you down here. My shit almost slid. Peeled his muffin cap back blue. I'm probably not gonna do the back end video. I'm just gonna put that as a new video, okay? So, for the second question, how does Pile 1's toxic traits affect their relationships? How does their toxic traits affect their relationship? How does Pile 1's toxic traits affect the relationship? How does Pile 1's toxic traits affect the relationship? One more. How does How does Pile 1's toxic traits affect the relationship? How does Pile 1's toxic traits? How How is power ones? Talk to traits. One more. Babe, I said one. I said one. I said one. How does power ones? Thank you. Alright. Fire hydrant. I feel like that one guy from, I think it was Broke Racks, where he was like, yeah, I like doing readings because it's like, this is like very specific energy. Like it's like how I feel about acting. It's like no job could ever replace how this makes you feel, or how that energy that you're in is like. It's so specific. It's so unique. That's what you are. How does power one's toxic traits affect their relationships? Okay. Okay, let's start with this. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Put both hands over your lower abdomen. Tune into the part of you that feels out of control. Flood it with loving, healing, golden light. Now put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have the right to the full range of your emotions, including anger. Sacred rage inspires us to run for office, lead protests, and shift policies, but unhealthy rage can devour your very soul. Get clear on what is really happening. Allow yourself to feel your feelings to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you are being threatened. I have the right to my feelings. You are pissed off and petrified, angry and shaking, but underneath that you are hurt and heartbroken. Feeling undervalued is overwhelming. You can't stay silent anymore. Let your joys, hopes, and beauty rage on. And that was in reverse. So how this is affecting your relationships is you allow them to trample over your power, because if you allow people to come in and do whatever they want, it leaves you feeling out of control. Like I said, it feels you feel unheard, you feel unseen. That sort of thing extinguishes your fire, and that's a lot of things. Like there's a lot of fire over here. There's fire in earth, and it basically extinguishes your flame, extinguishes your sense of just like your umph. I keep going back to the motorcycle where you're just like, or that's a chainsaw. But one of those things that you have to crank up, like how you step on the motorcycle and it's like whatever, and how you crank the chainsaw and it starts up. But it's sort of like if you keep allowing people to do this, you will become disempowered. I feel like I said that 3 different ways, but yeah, disempowering yourself, not only like with life, with love, and the pursuit of happiness. Literally, life, you're not as business minded. You're not as savvy with your decisions. 444. You're not as locked in. You're not clocked into the locked in factory, babe. Because you feel like, well, they can do that, they can do anything, and I can't. If I can't do that, then I can't do anything. Yes, you can. It is your right. It is your birthright. Yeah. It leaves you with very bad memories, very like ashes in your mouth. And that sort of tarnishes your ability to love in the future, because if you think, oh, this is the best I can find, and they don't even respect me, that taints into your mind, and that's going to perpetuate the cycle that you're stuck in. So instead of internalizing their actions, reflect on your own actions and how you could have prevented that. Not in an accusatory way, not in a it's all your fault type of way, but if you want change, you have to be the change. I'm gonna say it again. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you have a hypothesis about a scientific theory, you have to have the component and the variables, and then change the variables and see how that affects the components. So if this experiment and the person is the component and the variables is like how you treat them, how you allow them to work within your space, and you keep getting the same result, then you need to change the variables. Okay, instead of it's gone. But like the friends with benefits type, if you want a lasting relationship, do not give the cookie up. Don't give the cookie up. Have them go on dates, actually ask questions, engage in questions, actually see what kind of dynamic you have, what kind of characteristics that they have, and see. Don't think, oh, do they like me? Do they like me? Think, do I like them? Do I like them? Do I like their actions? If I don't like their actions, get up out of there. Okay? This music right here is pissing me off. But yeah, because you are capable. You do have the ability, like, to move within your relationships in a way that is fitting for you. Because yeah, having this person as your standard is going to fuck up your future prospects. Maybe they're a person that you've had in your life and you believe they're like your first love, or you want a love that feels like the first love, or something like that. But yeah, I feel like maybe I should only do 2 piles today since I'm taking so fucking long. Get your goddamn ball away from my goddamn car. Yes, bitch. Hit my car again with the shit. Hit it again. Yeah, I'm going to pile 2. So yes. Mr. Leg Tattoo, get your shit in gear. God is so good to me. God is so good. How to is finally your turn, girl. Step up to the plate. Let's see what God has to say. Let's see what God has to say. So, Pile 2. So I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna take a deep breath. How's it going, you guys? How's it going? It's going amazing, swimmingly over here. Sensational. Swimmingly. But yes, I didn't even ask nothing. But sure. What is Pile 2's toxic trait? What is Pile 2's toxic trait? What is your 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 toxic trait, baby? What is your toxic trait? Huh? You talking about me? What is your toxic trait? Since you talking about me. What's your toxic trait? Motherfucker. What's your toxic trait? Huh? What is should I take these? What is my Pile 2 sausage traits? It's looking interesting already. Y'all, I ate so much, I got a detox today. Because why do they have fucking fried macaroni and cheese? What are you talking about? Fried macaroni and cheese, wedges, potato wedges. What else they have? What is Pile 2 toxic traits? What is Pile 2 toxic traits? I feel like I gotta take these. Huh? Oh my god. I'm scared of y'all. I'm scared. Let's go. I'm trying to let me shuffle a little bit more because I keep seeing like the same things. Y'all keep watching. Y'all watching my shit over and over again. No, just kidding. Let's see. What? Now Pile 2. Pile 2. Let's see. This one is a little bit forgot about that. Now I'm gonna have to find my crystals. It's gonna be a game of find my crystals. Let's do bloodstones today. Okay, Pile 2. What I see as your toxic traits is, let's read this. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just read it because I feel like yeah, I'm feeling like your desires are too demanding. And I know that seems like counterproductive to say, like, for a spiritual place, because like, oh, we can manifest whatever and however. And maybe it's just like a weird way of me interpreting this. But it's sort of like you want, I'm just go with my intuition. If it changes, it changes. But it's sort of like you do a bait and switch on people. It's like you know that you want the end all be all. You want the 10 of Cups. But it's sort of like, it's so, it's like saying, I don't know. It's like saying, I don't know. Because it's like, I don't know how many people this is going to resonate with. But it's like, you have so many selfish desires. That's what I like. It's so hard for me to say it, but it's like, fuck. You want, it's like you tell a lot of people that you want the house and the kids and all that kind of stuff, but in your mind, you only want that with one person, but you're doing that with multiple people. You're giving multiple people, you're leading multiple people on. Because with the date and switch and toxic, it makes me feel like you're blindsiding people because of how you're selfish, controlling the narrative. Okay. And this, like, it's like, for me, it's like you're writing out the situation, but it's also, this is my blue card. These are supposed to be like, these are like my dirty cards or whatever. So it has like a sexual connotation. Same with this switch. Like, switch is person who likes to be on top and on bottom. But you're controlling, like, no, only I say when I want to be this and I say when I want to be that. So it's sort of like you want to play by your own games and you just expect people to go with it. And it's sort of like, if they don't go with the punches, then I'm gonna just find me another one. And everybody cannot be replaced. I mean, not saying like if you're in love with someone and then you break up and you think they're a soulmate, you will never find another soulmate. They're not replaceable, irreplaceable, to the left, everything you own and the box to the left. But if you keep saying thank you next, thank you next, thank you next, it's feeling like your ability to appreciate would deteriorate. And so if God sends you somebody good and you don't treat them respectfully, why would they send you another good person? They're going to send you someone who is your vibrational match. So if you have not learned to discipline yourself and cherish yourself, cherish the things that are given to you, then the things that are given to you will deteriorate. The quality of things that you receive will deteriorate. So if you're thinking that, and that's the thing with like these little imperfections, it's sort of like you justify doing these things because, oh, they had this one thing, oh, that whatever. So you remove yourself from the loss, and that's your loss in love. Hold on. The other person becomes mentally alienated from you, and that's what causes anxiety for them. That is, it's a petty win for you. It's a small win. Hold on. Like these cards, man. These cards, I made these cards, but like, okay. On your search for fame and fortune, you kill for sport, and that is a contradiction. But it's not really exactly your search for fame and fortune. It's really your search for this Ten of Cups. But you are not content with the things that God is sending you. And that will cut off your supply. Cut off your supply. But if you're saying you want one thing and you're doing another, and that contradicting energy is going to keep you inside of paradox. Inside of paradox that can never be solved. And that where this killing for sport is coming from, because if you are doing this to people who probably have some kind of interest in you, probably love or like you in some kind of way, and then you cut them off for no reason, you're killing their heart for sport. It's very cruel and unusual punishment. It's taking me to Dollhouse. I think it was like one of the first episodes of Dollhouse where Dollhouse is basically like people sign a contract, they get their memories wiped for, I think the time is like 5 years, where they sign a contract to become dolls, and the agency basically puts different personalities. They download different personalities, so they're like, hey, you can have my body for 5 years as long as I get money in the end. So within those 5 years, they hire like clients or whatever to basically fulfill people's fantasies. And this guy, he, like, the standard is like, oh, I want this pretty girl to act like she likes me. And this guy, he hired them off of those pretenses, like, hey, I want to have this like cute little date. I want the girl to be sporty. I want her to blah 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 blah. Like, and they thought it was just gonna be a nice cute camping date. And then they go into the forest, and then he fucking like is like, okay, here's your gear. I'm giving you like a 15-minute head start. Start running. I'm gonna hunt you. And it's like, I thought we were just gonna have a camping date. Like, what's going on? What is really going on, man? What's going on? So you blindside people because you reel them in under false pretenses, and then once they sort of earn your disdain for whichever reason, they sneeze too hard, they chew too loud, they got a mole on the side of their face, they got a mole on their nose, like fuck them, I don't fucking fuck with them. Like, whatever reason that you come up with in your mind, you're like, fuck it, fuck them, fuck this, fuck that. And yeah, you switch on them, you switch up for your own selfish, controlling ways. I feel like I've already sort of explained how this is not good. I don't know how it's not obvious that it's not good. Maybe you don't realize this is what you're doing. But let's ask anyway. So, how is pile 2's? I don't know why it took me so hard. Like, it was just so hard for me to spit that out in the beginning. Like, why was that hard? Whew. Whew. Let's get some order in my court. Oh, I didn't put light no incense today. I was like, I know I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. It usually clogs. Go down. No. Go down, go down, go down, yeah. Let me see you go to town, man. Go down, go down, go down, yeah. Let me see you go to town, yeah. I can't diagnose nobody. I ain't no psychiatrist. But all I know is this shit crazy about this shit crazy. Hold on. Where is my lighter? It seems like a pizza. Oh, a talking monkey. I text him a peanut. All right, let's go. My toxic pile 2. Let's fix it up. How is this affecting my pile 2's relationships? How is this affecting my pile 2's relationships? Oh, and I finally realized who I felt like this looked like. This looked like the girl from YouTube. I think her name is Noir. She does like critical analysis. I think it's been a while since she posted, but she did like the first thing that pops into my mind is how like Kim Kardashian used to be like, why I look so godly right now. Rock that all white when I'm feeling godly, but damn, I look like an angel or something. But yeah, she did like commentary on like how Kim Kardashian used to, basically how the Kardashians like mold themselves into whoever. That's another thing, like Kylie Jenner used to be like, people used to say she looked like she looked like Nicki Minaj and Black China. I met Black China last night. She's so nice and she's so small and she snatched, but she like, anyway, yeah, but how people used to compare her to Black China, but now she looking like a trad wife. Sorry, I know I'll be sidetracked, but I used to like talk, well, what are pile 2's? How does this affecting pile 2's relationships? Yeah, I used to talk before. I used to try to give y'all insight and stuff while I was shuffling, but I feel like I like seeing the full picture first and then telling y'all, because I don't want anything to be premature. But yeah, girl, she was talking, and then I was like, I don't be like it was like a brand party. It was like for it was for it was for Ghost Bond, like for wigs and stuff. And she was one of the people they demonstrated on. That same card popped out. How is this affecting the relationships? But yeah, she was talking to somebody, and I didn't want to look like a fan, be like, oh my god, I gotta get a picture, I gotta get a picture. Because, like I said, it's like a brand shoot. It was like the DJ was working so fucking hard to turn that shit up, but everybody was in their professional bag, their professional mode. I'm like, if this was anywhere else, people would be shaking ass. But you can't be doing all that at a brand shoot, at a not really a brand shoot, but it was like a not a shoot, but it was like a brand like a launch or unveiling, something like that. Like, I don't know. But yeah. I love getting paid to work. To work, I love getting paid to party is what I was, you know. How is this affecting how to's relationships? It's funny how it got divine timing and not now in the same. Okay, Batu, how is this affecting your relationship? Is you're harboring guilt. Like, even if it's not something that you actively acknowledge, you're still feeling guilty, and that comes out in your actions, in your subconscious, probably subconscious mind. Because if we don't have a grasp on our subconscious mind, our subconscious is going to influence our conscience, our, like, in the background is going to affect the foreground. And if the foreground does not influence the background is going to influence the foreground. So your selfishness, I don't know, it's sort of like maybe you start believing that you don't deserve certain things. Because we have soul forgiveness and shame. So, yeah, as I said before, how the quality of people, like if you don't appreciate the people given unto you, you'll start feeling undesirable. 333. You'll start feeling undesirable or undeserving of the people that you actually do want. Because I remember you said, or the card said, that you do want that, the life, the picket fence, the all that. You want the 10 of cups. And the people that you had proximity to, they didn't meet your desires, they didn't meet your standards, so you trampled on them. And what is this? I don't know if this is like a specific person, because with this water sign, I don't know if the water sign is the first person that you're actually infatuated with, or in your partnerships, hmm, 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 hmm. Sorry, this is like, y'all are perplexing me today. Y'all are really stretching my mind power too. I would say that you see the people who are water sign-esque, who are this Queen of Cups. You see people like that, and it triggers you within. Triggers you, and you become envious of those people, which causes you to become territorial to the ties that you already have. And we all know that, I don't know, I always use like, it's like a thing that lives in my mind because I dated this guy, and I don't know, I feel like it felt like, it's just imagery, but it felt like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. How, like, of course I was Tinkerbell. I'm a fairy. She was a fairy with a fatty. Wait, she was a fairy with a fatty. But yeah. And I felt like instead of letting me fly around him, like, and land on his shoulder or something like that, he wanted to put me in a jar, or he wanted me to stuff me in his pocket, or he wanted like to hold me like this. And I was just like, the fuck? Let me breathe, nigga. I need to breathe. Let me breathe, nigga. And I feel like that comes out of a place of insecurity. Is this pile 2 or pile 3? It's pile 2. I'm like, this shit is fucking long. I wanted it to be long though. I wanted it to be long, but I feel like I need to hurry up. So yeah, the feeling of inadequacy, or feeling like, man, if my person was with them, they would be able to love them properly. And I don't like feeling that comparison. I don't like feeling like I have lack. I don't like feeling like I have to change. Why don't you want to change? I'll be saying phrases I don't be remembering. I don't be remembering which pile I said it in. If I said it here, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it 1,000 times. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. I think I said that pile 1 though. But yeah, if you see that, yes, I said that in pile 1, because the variables, the hypothesis, as I said before, if you are seeing that, am I the drama? Yes. If you see that you are the drama, please fix your actions. You feel like that you can't date, because I don't know if you like it's okay to date and then like feel like, okay, I have dated this person, I don't feel like we work out, fine. But it seems like you're getting into full-blown relationships with these people and then switching up on them, whether it be the switch up of becoming super controlling and becoming territorial and basically suffocating them with your dominance, or if you completely switch and separate, go cold on them. And I don't know if you intend to break it off then, or if that's some kind of tactic that you use to gain control, is to separate yourself, stonewall them, and then basically wait on their response. But both of those of the spectrum, like I've I've been on both of those spectrums. Not the accusatory. I've been where people become too controlling. I've been where people completely detach and leave you like, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Like, I thought we was cool. And to be on the receiving end of that is not pleasant. So, so if your lack mentality causes you to see yourself as the victim within the dynamic, what should I say to them? What should I say? What shall I say? We can read the book for this one, but what token can I give them to my black pile to? Okay. Now where's my book? Now pass me my dress. I think I'm ready. But locked up in the house way too long. Time to get it. What do you need to forgive? Let go and reclaim yourself. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom for you, from you. You can't rush forgiveness. You have to feel it to heal it. Feel the pain, hurt, grief, rage, and despair. Take time with your heart. Forgiveness is a higher vibration frequency than the pain that you must allow yourself to feel. Unforgiveness colors your world in lack, mistrust, resentment. You start to see everything through victim-colored glasses. I love it. But forgiveness does not have to include reconciliation. Start with self-forgiveness. Say aloud, I forgive myself with love. I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. You are beautiful and loved. Every part of you and your journey is beautiful. Even the ugliest moments. You have a heart, soul, and breath. That makes you beautiful. You are secretly scared that you are not enough. Shame is lying to you. You are not broken, unlovable, ugly, or unworthy. Shame keeps you small and hiding. Accept yourself now. You are a bright light. Allow yourself to see who you really are. You are doing the very best you can. Are you? You are lovable and you are complete. Say, I am protected. Talk about this goddess she possesses milk and poison within her breast, but it depends on her, whichever one she would choose to use. Number 7. Great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. This is a time of increase for you. You are heiress to a rich inheritance of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is goddess ways. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, Creator embraces wealth for you too. All I do is win. So I just want you to be conscious of how you go about things. Because if this is like a coping mechanism for you, then you need to get to the root of why this is triggering you, in what ways it's triggering you, and how you can go about, you know, feeling more secure. Because I believe in karma, and I still believe that whatever love you put out will come back to you, regardless if the person reciprocates. But I do believe that if someone is on a course and then you completely knock them off of the course, somebody's gotta pay, and that somebody's gonna be you. Okay, if you hinder the image of, especially a divine child, a child of God, that God needs that person to have certain mentalities by a certain time. They need them in certain like abundance. If you help to propel them, you get paid in kind. If you help to deter them, you get paid in kind. So don't think that you're walking around stepping in puddles and they're not consequential, because your actions always have consequences. And I would just like you to know that. All right, part 2. I'll see you next time. So part 3. Last but not least. Whew. I feel like I gotta hurry up, or else my storage will go. And I'm not doing 2 videos. If it cuts off, I'm not editing it, because editing might upload like your own special little video. But that's the what ifs, you know, the what ifs. That's the, I can't think right now, so that's like, I know what I'm talking about, I just can't think of it. That's like worst case scenario. God damn it, yeah. Yeah, worst case scenario, my phone goes off. I hate when I can't think, okay? It's like a bubble in my brain, and I have to like punch the bubble, because the bubble not gonna pop. But I'm be like, shake it like a Polaroid picture, but shake it like a vending machine, like, get my thing, get my thing, get my thing, and then it falls, and you're like, they gave me my thing. But yeah, my smoothie gone, so that means I gotta go too. What is my pile 3's toxic traits? What is my pile 3's toxic traits? What is my pile 3? Okay. What is my pile 3's toxic trait? What is my pile 3's toxic traits? Pile 3 toxic traits. Pile 3's toxic traits. Toxic traits. Boundaries. Toxic traits. Boundaries. Toxic traits. Boundaries. Toxic traits. Let me get one more. Just one more. Oh, make sure too. What is my pile 3's toxic traits? Pile 3's toxic traits. You know I'm the GOAT. Pile 3's toxic traits. Pile 3's pushing on the button when I enter the restroom. Gas me up, give me motivation. Pushing on my button when I hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. Not doing the combo destination. Gas me up, give me motivation, yeah. Give me life, I'll change yours on the high. What the fuck? While you loading on the high. What? Let's read. You have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. Are you ready for a new beginning? You are in or entering a new season that will force you to evolve. This is a time of major transition. You are not stuck. You are holding on to old patterns. Change can be terrifying. Allow yourself to be mentored. When you choose a new path, you are ripe for self-sabotage. A commitment test from the universe may pop up to delay this new pathway. Stay the course. Your time is now. I am limitless. So, I first started off thinking that it would be similar to pile 1. Because these over here, okay. So is this together or to not? Together. Man, y'all got me stumped today. What are your toxic traits? Okay, I'm giving you my dilemma because maybe me talking about it will give me more insight. So, the lovers with the 3 of Swords, with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. So, seeing the imagery of them together is making me feel like they are counterparts. But maybe that is what prosperity and balance could be intense. Okay. So your toxic trait is falling in love with potential. Falling in love with the story, falling in love with how things look on the outside, but not really. It's sort of similar to pile 1, because pile 1, their toxic trait was they don't vet the people that are around them. But to me, it's sort of seeming like you have vetted them, you're aware of their toxic traits, yet you push forward because you want whatever it is that you want. Whether it's the ring, whether it's just the relationship. But it's not the most genuine, it's not the most fulfilling version of what you could have. But you're denying yourself of that because you desire that King of Wands and that Queen of Wands. But maybe you need an emperor. Maybe you need to progress yourself to become an empress so that you can get an emperor. So in the way that remembering from the first card, you're not going along with the cycle. You are in the cycle, but you're anchoring yourself to one part because you like the aesthetic of it, but it's not functioning. It's like living on a set with props, and everything is exactly like living on a set. Everything looks good, but not everything is functioning in the way that it should or could. But you're playing pretend, you're setting the stage, and you're playing pretend regardless of how the other person is. It could be fake, manipulator, toxic. They switch up on you, they're destructive to your life. They're grabby. I don't like this card. Grabby makes me feel like somebody who snatches you up. It's either that or somebody who snatches you up in a violent way, or somebody who's too handsy. You in the club and they slide their hand on down your back talking about, oh, excuse me. No, nigga, back up. Talk about excuse me. No, back up. You don't have to touch me to get by. Like, don't touch me. And this divine timing is that maybe you are on the course to becoming an empress, but you have stopped the course. You're self-sabotaging yourself in the name of staying with this King of Wands. This is metaphorical if you're male, female, any gender identity. This is just energy, but so you settle is the quick way to put it. You're settling for whatever reason, for whatever future that you have computed within your mind, which I want to tell you that a lot of times it's not going to go how you think it's going to go. It's not. Because if you think you playing chess, you think you playing chess with the universe and they playing checkers, they're not playing checkers. They're not playing any game. They gonna throw all the pieces off the thing and say, let's play Yahtzee. Yeah, the rules that you are abiding, that you adhere to, are It's not the gag that you think it is. So how is Pile 3's toxic traits affecting their relationships? How is Pile 3's toxic traits affecting their relationships? How is Pile 3? One card, please. How is Pile 3's toxic traits affecting their relationship? How is Pile 3's toxic traits affecting their relationship? How is Pile 3's toxic traits affecting the relationship? How is Pile 3's toxic traits affecting their relationship? And here he is. The Emperor himself. How is Pile 3's toxic traits affecting their relationship? One more. I'm definitely not parking on a hill next time. How is Pile 3's toxic traits affecting their relationships? We are going to page 3. Well, not page 3, but number 3. Protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. Your mind is yours. Your truth and your story are your own. Be rooted in your truth. Create healthy boundaries. Your energy is unsteady. Breathe. Come into the present. Say aloud, I am here. Trauma, stress, overwhelm, anxiety, fear, discontent, and fear. Trauma, stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and fear disconnect you from your body. Grounding keeps you present. When you feel rootless or unsettled, come back to your breath. Meditation and breath work are grounding. Meditation and breath work are grounding. Try earthing, connecting your feet to soil, free writing, clapping, stomping, rubbing your hands together are all grounding. I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. So how this is affecting your relationships is you are detached, essentially. You're not fully present. You're not fully content. You're not fully appreciating the present moment, which is like literally every moment, every moment, every moment. Well, I want to say past and present, or the future is essentially, well, I'm not saying next Tuesday is an illusion, but past, present, and future are all mingling together at the same time. The past was just the present, and the present was just the future like 15 minutes ago. All those things were true. They were the past, they were the present, they were future. They all became those three things consecutively mingling at the same time. It's like, so you have to be within the present moment, because you're attached to the past and the future in that present moment at all times. I'm in the past from what I was just thinking. Well, I was in the future from what I was just thinking. My sentence is in the past as I'm talking it, you know, like, if that makes sense to you. But we don't have anything but this moment, and we can think about next Thursday, but who's to say we're gonna make it there? So we can only be present in what we have tangible right now, and that is the present moment. And if you're not cherishing that, it's gonna pass you by, and your future self, however long they may last, they might have been able to utilize that time that you're squandering, if that makes sense. Because that's where regrets that's where regrets come from. Is, hey, when I was in that time, I probably should have done this differently. I should have done that differently. I probably could have thought about this differently. Now that I have this, well, we always are acquiring knowledge that we don't have, that our past selves don't have. And that's another aspect of regret. But your toxic traits are affecting your relationships by basically building sandcastles. You're building sandcastles. Sandcastles right at the edge of the shore. So like, as many times as you're building something, it's washing away consecutively. We already established that settling is not going to last for you. It won't last. And I think how this would affect you is that you would lose trust within yourself. You would lose trust within yourself. I don't know what this hair, again, it's like, it was from my like sexual deck, so it's like pulling hair. But when I pulled it, I felt like you're pulling your hair out from stress, or your hair falls out from stress, and you become a drama magnet. It's sort of like with those boundaries. I feel like you might be able to relate to Pal 1, but it's sort of like, if you allow your space to become like a circus, that is the clowns, it's gonna be lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Well, like a circus. Elephant in the room. Yeah, I don't remember the song, but it's this, feels like a circus, running around, chasing you down. Summer Walker Circus. Elephant in the room. Yeah, I think she basically talks about how chaotic her life is because she chose to have like the baby daddy. Yep, false confidence. How this would affect you, you lose trust within yourself. You lose confidence within yourself. And that is the most valuable thing you have. I'm telling you, it's the most valuable thing you have is yourself, 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 the self, your identity, your ego. And as much as people want to say like, oh, we don't need that, we don't need that, having a healthy ego protects you. You have to have that, like a healthy amount of knowing I am the ocean can drown me. Or like a speck of sand in the vast beach that is life. That you can get washed away by the shore, or you can rest on the shoreline and be embraced by the sun. Basically, your position is your position, but the extremities of the world can pull you or push you. Of course, you have your free will, but there is such thing as fate and destiny. And yeah, with this Chariot and the Judgment in reverse, it's just making me feel like you're going to be stalled, but not in a way that you feel. Because if there is chaos in one part of your life, then the chaos will probably spread to other ways. So maybe you might be able to keep the relationship for however long, or the lifestyle, but you will be made miserable in a different aspect of your life. The unforeseen, the slow life. Usually that is like seen as a positive thing, but it's really like you'll be going, but you will be going in a very, very slow pace. It will it's like a nails drawing on your skin, like I don't know, people always say that's how tattoos feel, like a cat drawing, but it's like a constant, unavoidable, like, or if maybe this on your skin, it doesn't bother you, but like on a chalkboard, it's something, it's karma. It's karma. It's going to be specific to you. It's going to be specific for you, because not only God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, but also your higher self is trying to get you to grow, because they probably have met a catalyst somewhere, and maybe they're trying to help you, guide you to that catalyst so that they can have the realization. But I feel like I don't want to just like wrap you up and be like, okay, that's it. But it's sort of like I feel like I'm reiterating too much. But yeah, I think I've beat the dead horse. That keep yourself small if you would like, but it's not gonna be a fun time. It is not. 10 out of 10, do not, or 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Whew. So yeah, I do not have time for the other one. I'll just make it the main thing for next week. I'm just gonna drop this shit. I don't even know if I'm gonna do a little thumbnail. I'm gonna do a thumbnail. I love me making little thumbnails. But yeah, I think that is all that I have for you guys today. I tried to make up for my extra short one, so I made it extra long, baby. Just how you like it. But yeah, I will be back on Wednesday. Bye.